Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Kim from Miss Kim's Children's Music. Today's vlog is going to be all about the continents of our world that we call Earth. I'm super excited to teach you all the fascinating facts about each continent. And I even wrote a little song so you can remember the continents. I am excited to share everything with you. Stick around. I bet you're wondering, what is a continent, Miss Kim? Well, it's the way our world is divided into pieces of land. There are 7 of them. So I'm going to do a song that will help you remember the 7 continents of our world. Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Europe, North and South America. One more time. Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Europe, North and South America. Faster! Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Europe, North and South America. You got it memorized now? I'm going to go over the many different things about our continents on our Earth, in our world, such as, well, the size. The smallest to the biggest continent. So our 7 continents, from the smallest in size to the biggest. The smallest continent is Australia, then Europe, then Antarctica, then South America, North America, Africa, and our biggest continent is Asia. Which continent has the most people and the least people? So the continent with the most people is Asia. It's also the biggest, so that's kind of cool. Then Africa's next with the most people. Then Europe, North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Antarctica's pretty cold, so it's not surprising that not many people live there. These are really fascinating facts. Let's dig a little deeper. So let's start with Asia. As I've said, Asia has the most people, and it's the biggest continent. So the cities with the most people are Delhi, Tokyo, Shanghai, and Beijing. So here's Delhi, Tokyo, Shanghai, and Beijing have the most people. I like mountains a lot, so I kind of like to find out what is the biggest mountain in each continent. And in Asia, it's Mount Everest. Many people try to climb Mount Everest. It's quite the challenge, and not everybody does it, but those that do, it's a magical experience and an accomplishment that they will live on forever. Now, Mount Everest, it's a big mountain. You'll never be able to see that in a photo, but that is near the China-Nepal border. The largest inland body of water in Asia is Caspian Sea. This is the Caspian Sea. The 6 most common languages in Asia are Mandarin, Arabic, Malay, Persian, Bangla, and Hindi. I'm sure they have way more languages than that, since there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of languages all around our world. But those are the most common in Asia. The next continent we will learn is Africa. Africa has the most countries of all the continents, 54 countries in all. Did you know archaeologists have found the oldest human fossils right in Africa? That's millions and millions of years ago that they found these bones. Because I love mountains so much, I'd like to tell you the largest mountain in Africa is Kilimanjaro. It's a beautiful mountain. It has 3 peaks. The largest lake in Africa is Lake Victoria. Take a look at how beautiful Lake Victoria is. There are many languages as well in Africa, 11 to be exact. Swahili is the most common. Amharic or Amharic, Yoruba, Oromo, Hausa, Zulu, Shon, Arabic, Portuguese, and French. That is so many languages. The climate in Africa is very warm and very hot. It rarely snows in Africa. And Africa has one of the hottest countries in the world, Burkina Faso. Take a look. There's so much to learn about Africa, and I've only shared just a little bit. We're going to move on to the next continent now. Now we're going to talk about one of the coldest continents in our world, Antarctica. It is the southernmost continent on Earth. That means it's all the way at the bottom of the globe. Okay, that's the bottom of the globe. Most of Antarctica is covered in ice. Take a look. Making it very hard to live there. And because there is no rain in Antarctica, it is considered a desert, the coldest desert ever. Not many people live on there. However, there are scientists who go there to study. They mainly go there during the summer months because it's warmer, like -40 degrees. Brr! That is freezing. The largest mountain in Antarctica is Mount Vinson Massif. Look how beautiful that mountain is. And the largest lake in Antarctica is Lake Vostok. One of the most fascinating animals that live and breed in Antarctica is the emperor penguin. What a very fascinating, beautiful bird. And it's the only bird that does not live on land. It lives on ice. Take a look at our friend, the emperor penguin. A beautiful, beautiful creature. Now let's learn about the smallest continent in our world, Australia, the land down under. I love Australia. I wish I could go there. It is so far away from where I live, but there are so many fascinating things and beautiful places to see in Australia. Did you know that it's surrounded by water? It's an island. It's surrounded by the Pacific, the South, and Indian Oceans. But that doesn't mean that's the largest body of water in Australia. The largest body of water in Australia is called Great Lake. It's the largest fresh lake in Australia. It's pretty hot in Australia as well, and dry. It is also dry like Antarctica, but in a different way. It's not covered with ice. No, it's not. Antarctica is considered dry because there's no rain there, and it's considered a desert, but Australia is definitely hot and dry. One of the most beautiful wonders of the world is in Australia. It's called the Great Barrier Reef. It is the world's largest living organism and is one of the most beautiful, beautiful places to see the most beautiful creatures underwater. Take a look at the Great Barrier Reef and some of its creatures that are living in this Great Barrier Reef. The main languages in Australia are English, Mandarin, Arabic, Cantonese, and Vietnamese. There are many other languages there, but those are the 5 main languages. Australia is known for its unique and beautiful wildlife. You probably already know a lot of the wildlife, such as the wallabies, the dingoes, the koalas, and the kangaroos. And they also have a lot of venomous snakes. So much more to learn about Australia. But next up is Europe. Next up on our list of continents to learn about is Europe. Check out Europe. It's huge. Now, Europe has about 44 to 46 countries within it. Europe has 2 of the smallest countries in the world. One is Vatican City in Rome, Italy. The other is Monaco, near France. The Mediterranean is considered one of the largest inland seas in Europe, but it also connects with the Black Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. And the largest mountain in Europe is in Russia. It's called Mount Elbrus. Look how beautiful that mountain is. And the 10 most common languages in Europe are Russia, German, French, English, Turkish, Italian, Spanish, Ukrainian, Polish, and Dutch. That's a lot of different languages. I'm not quite sure why this is the most interesting fact that I learned about Europe, but Switzerland, they don't allow their people to flush their toilet past 10 p.m. Fun fact. Now, the weather in Europe has a temperate weather. It could be very cold up north, somewhere in the middle, and then very hot down south. It's similar to North America. Our next continent is North America. That's where I live. I live in a state called New Jersey in the United States. So, North America is basically made up of the United States, Canada, and Mexico, along with the Caribbean islands and a bunch of other smaller countries. It's pretty big. The highest peak in North America is Denali in Alaska. Look how beautiful Denali is. The largest body of water is Lake Superior, which is shared with Canada and the United States. It's also considered the largest freshwater lake in the world. It is pretty superior to all other lakes. The lowest point in North America is called Death Valley in California. I don't know if I want to go. It's a desert and really hot. Maybe that's why they call it Death Valley. The most common languages in North America are English and Spanish, but there are others such as Chinese, Vietnamese, Arabic, French, Korean. There are so many different languages in North America. The United States is amazing. It's also, the weather is very cold up north in Canada and Alaska. Then it starts to get warmer and warmer as you go south. Similar to when we talked a little bit about Europe. And our last continent is South America, which has 12 countries, with Brazil being the most populated. The largest lake in South America is called Titicaca. Let's take a look. Aconcagua is the largest mountain in South America. It's located in Argentina. Take a look. Angel Falls is the highest waterfall in the world, located in South America. And the Atacama Desert in Chile is the driest place on Earth. I wonder what the wettest place on Earth is. I'm a very curious person. The most common languages in South America are Spanish, Portuguese, English, German, Italian, Chinese, Arabic, Ukrainian, Japanese, and Dutch. Thank you very much for joining Miss Kim, learning all about the different continents we have in our world and the fun facts that are in each continent. There's always so much more to learn, so if you want to learn more about each continent, go to your local library and learn one continent at a time. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel.